bro, what? And he just instinctually chokes him. Where did you learn this from? Who did he learn this from? I don't understand. You're so young. Like, does he even know what black culture is and he's still doing this?
No,
That's not good. This has to come from like just a total disorder in the household. There's just no other way that this happens. I made a video recently discussing a phenomenon known as Indian fatigue. Now, the word fatigue was taken from another phenomenon that was being discussed called black fatigue. So it seems like there is a meta right now where describing different groups' behavior and how you dislike it and how you're fatigued with it is resonating with a lot of people. Now, I don't think anything happens by accident. And I do think that when you dismiss people's criticisms or their, I would say, reasonable criticisms and fears of certain things as hatred and bigotry, then you aren't actually addressing the root of the problem, right? If you address the claims that are being made by these people, then that's fair enough. But if your response to people that are using phrases like black fatigue, Indian fatigue, whatever, is simply to name call them, you are a child. That is what children do. They call people poopy heads, poopy butts, you know, whatever, that you have cooties. You're using the cooties mentality in big 2025. So anyway, I guess we'll just watch this video. This video came out a while ago. It's called just Fatigue. It's by a friend of the channel, Ibs, and it was discussing black fatigue. Now, obviously, again, disclaimer, I think we have to do this because people need to hear this, I think. Obviously, very obviously, almost too obviously, this does not apply to any and all people of the black race, people who are mixed race, whatever. It's discussing certain behaviors that are exemplified by social media that highlight trends that are specifically predominant in the black community that I think are worth criticizing, and honestly, to the benefit of black people. You know, if black people are seeing other black people doing a thing that's bad, I think if the people stop doing the bad thing, their entire community would get a better reputation. That's pretty obvious. And so, black fatigue, you know, obviously it hurts everybody, but I do think that I've seen a specific, interesting amount of black people in specific calling this stuff out, right? Which I do think kind of kills the racism narrative quite a bit.
I don't even know how to start this video. This is such a topic that needs to be approached with such care so people don't think I'm a racist. Listen, there's a thing out there called black fatigue. This is where American people are getting kind of sick and tired of ghetto people.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, these ghetto people just happen to have black skin. Black fatigue does not affect every single black person. It's not like people are going around and seeing a black person and being like, oh, these black people, I can't stand them. No, there's a reason, and there's a decently good, you know, I'm not even going to explain it. Let's just roll some clips and you'll probably understand what I'm talking about.
Right.
Oh, I better back it up. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Obviously, it turns into a 2v4.
Yeah, man. So, it's just ratchet behavior. This is what being ratchet looks like on full display, and I have zero tolerance for this. I think it's the lowest sort of behavior you can demonstrate. I would say it's like maybe 2 fucking points above violence in terms of the good for society scale, and that's pretty low. So, yeah, man, I mean, most of this, I mean, a lot of it does involve violence, but I'm talking about, like, murdering and violence, like, directly towards somebody. We're talking about, like, homicide statistics, you know, hence the 13% 50 stat that gets thrown around a lot. Now, I think ratchet behavior, specifically in its own, is worth criticizing as any racial group can demonstrate it, but you do uniquely see it a lot of the times with black people, and I think that's sad, right? And I do think that it is definitely worth condemning in every single way, and I do think that people have every right to feel upset about this and to, you know, not want this near them. Like, that's pretty obvious.
I'm assuming that after you've seen these clips, you can now understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I just want to make it perfectly clear that this isn't every single black person. I have some black friends, and I know a lot of great black people. But I feel like even if you're a black person seeing this, instead of claiming I'm racist or calling me racist, you should be getting upset at these people for making you look bad. Every race has bad apples, but the thing is, the bad apples usually get denounced in these groups of people. Like Arabs denounce terrorists. White people denounce, you know, those trailer trash cousin fuckers. But for some reason, when it comes to black people, some of them make up excuses as to why the others should be able to rob stores. And
yeah, there's a lot of hand waving, and then there's a lot of like whataboutism that takes place whenever this conversation is had. Like, there's kind of a fear to directly admit that this is wrong, because whenever you admit that you're doing something wrong, people who do not like your group in a very large way and will actively push racist stuff will end up using that and justifying a lot of their beliefs, which ultimately, by you saying that they're in any percent at all correct, you are giving them validation. And you don't, and a lot of people are very scared to give white supremacists or racists any bit of validation, right? Even if they do get it. Like, even if the white supremacist is saying something pretty normal. If the white supremacist is saying that it's not okay to have people throwing chairs inside of a Raising Cane's, I don't think that saying, okay, he's right about that is the most insane thing ever. He's a white supremacist. There's a lot that you can say is wrong with what he's saying. That just isn't one of them. And maybe I have an easier time saying that because I'm white, but I think that even if I was black, I would probably say, yeah, you're like obviously somebody who I don't side with in any way, but what you're saying specifically about this is true. I don't think that you should be hesitant to denounce bad behavior, because people that are calling the behavior bad in some cases are people that you strongly disagree with, or people that don't like the, you know, community that you're in, right? I think another example of this would be like if you are in like the LGBT community, let's say, and there's somebody in your community who's doing something pedophilic, right? You're afraid to actually get out there and make a big fuss about this because you're afraid that you're going to attract attention to what you're saying by people who are homophobic, right? Like, you don't want to criticize the pedophilia in the LGBT community because you know that a lot of people criticizing the pedophilia are homophobic or against your community, if that makes sense. It's in-group versus out-group. But I think regardless, you have to call out bad behavior, right? You can't pick and choose when to apply morality.
it's excuses that the people that are robbing the stores didn't even have in their mind while they're robbing the stores. Like, people are like, oh, no, they're robbing the stores because either they're starving or, you know, due to systematic oppression of but then the people robbing the stores are like, man, shit, I need to get me that Louis Vuitton bag. I need to get me that iPhone. Shit, I don't want to pay for that.
Because black.
Yeah, there's a lot of justifying shoplifting too. You guys notice that? Chat, what's going on with that? When people see literal TVs being stolen from Target or computer mice or headphones from Apple, and they're like, no, you see, it's fine because Apple has shoplifting already factored into their revenue losses for the year. So when people shoplift, they've already got it covered. While that might be true, I don't think that matters at all because that's stupid, right? I don't think you should be justifying that behavior in any capacity. The behavior is the problem, right? Not Apple losing money. You know, it would be a bigger problem that I lost money if I got robbed, but Apple is not going to really care. It's the idea that we're going to greenlight this behavior because it's, you know, somehow not financially damaging somebody, which is just like ridiculous, right? It's violent. Stealing is violent. Stealing is inherently violent, especially like robbing a store, robbing a brick and mortar store. You are enacting violence. You're running in there. You don't care if you hurt somebody, right? I mean, you're charging into them. You're running fast at high speeds. You could knock into somebody. You could knock over something. It's dangerous in every single way, and normalizing it at all is just, I think, terrible. It's just fine because reparations, I think, is the most common phrasing I've heard. Oh yeah, right, yeah, yeah. That basically because the government won't give them reparations, they have to take them for themselves. Yeah, that's stupid as fuck.
Fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood, that they want to praise this woman.
Did I just hear a white woman say that white people are going through black fatigue? Yeah, that doesn't make any freaking sense. For those of you who don't know, recently a lot of people have been making videos talking about white people going through black fatigue.
Black fatigue is real.
That's a black man complaining about black fatigue.
Videos talking about white people going through black fatigue.
Everybody is tired of black people.
And I believe that a lot of people think that that word wasn't created until recently, but no. That word was already created. In fact, It was coined by a black woman. I actually have the book. You should read it. But let's get something straight. Black fatigue is not white people being tired of black people complaining about racism here in America.
Yeah, and the N-word meant something completely different too, 200 years ago. Like, buddy, you do not want to be making that argument as a...
Yeah, well, the phrase black fatigue, I don't think it means anything more than black fatigue. Like, no one who says it is thinking about the fact that somebody coined the phrase like forever ago, right? Like, it's like the word fatigue and then the people that you are fatigued with.
Black person.
The chirp still exists. Oh shit, yeah, I did hear the smoke alarm. I don't even care about that. That's not a big deal to me. I think it's kind of charming, actually. It's kind of cute.
Black fatigue is the physical and psychological toll of being black here in America.
Yeah, and the N-word isn't synonymous to dude, homie, or friend. Sorry, people just reclaimed the term black fatigue. I'm sorry to tell you, man.
I mean, the literal quote, "I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired," literally came from a black woman. And people making videos or talking about white people going through black fatigue are trying to stop black people from talking about the problems that black people face.
Which is themselves.
What is the #1 cause of black death in Chicago?
Are you serious?
Other blacks killing blacks.
Are y'all saying other blacks?
Yes.
Other blacks? Where's your substantial evidence?
It's right there, dude. It's the real-time vetted
Where
crime.
does it say it?
Black Americans are 13% of the population, yet they commit 55% of the murders.
Where can you show me that?
Man,
Let's read it. 70% of offenders were African American.
And let's be honest, white people are not tired of the ghetto ratchet stuff. I mean, if you watch movies like Get Out or even Sinners, it proves that white people want to be black.
This guy just brought up 2 movies that were both written by black people about how white people want to be black as proof as to why white people want to be black.
Yeah. What?
But I do agree with them to some extent. I think it's cringe as hell when the white person is listening to rap music about dealing drugs and shooting people on the way to their 9-to-5 job.
Well, I mean, listen, I think you can share culture, and I think people can enjoy things from groups that they don't belong to, or obviously, right? I do think that simultaneously, there is some LARPing that's done that is totally indefensible. Like this guy who listens to, let's just say, Lil Baby on his way to work. Totally fine. I think that's cool. He's got some bangers. I get it. But the issue is that this guy, in some cases, then goes and buys a do-rag, gets tattoos, and starts pretending like he doesn't work in investment banking, and you know that his like great grandfather was black or something, so he can say it. Like, I think the role playing is incredibly cringe. You know, people do say like my culture is not your costume, and it's a silly phrase, I think, because it gets used incorrectly. But I do think in an instance where somebody literally has no association to growing up in poverty and having to deal drugs in order to make money, going on to act as if that is something they had to endure is incredibly corny. And yeah, I don't know. It's just whack. But yeah, I mean, look, people do this with all sorts of things, not just rap music, and I think it's corny whenever it's done, so.
You need to stop that because it's giving guys like this an actual compelling argument. Like, Becky, while you're driving to your Starbucks barista job next to the gated neighborhood, why are you listening to YG My Nigga?
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Don't wanna have to turn a nigga guts into soup bean.
People are so infatuated with black people that there's actually a real word for that, and it's called negrophilia.
Actually, it's called being a wigger. As in somebody
yeah, that is...
who makes wigs, of course.
It basically means the fetishizing of black people. We see this through music, sports, even art. So no, white people are not going through black fatigue.
I disagree with them on the sports. Playing basketball isn't a black trait. Like, just because you play sports and are good at sports doesn't mean like that makes you black or makes you want to be black.
Yeah.
But I do agree with the art and music. There is a lot of musicians that have copied black artists and just got away with it. But what does that actually have to do with black fatigue? Like, I feel like this guy doesn't actually know what black fatigue is. Like
he said, like, again, this is sort of not understanding that two things can exist at once. Like, you can have people that are really tired of seeing videos of Waffle House fights at 3 in the morning and everybody in every video is black. And also, that can be true while there's a lot of white people that simp for black culture in the same way that they do for, like, Asian culture, like, as weeaboos, as, you know, they can do it for basically any group, but specifically in this case, he's saying that as if you guys simp for our culture sometimes, but some people are saying they don't like certain aspects of it, where it's like, yeah, they can both be true.
Eminem and Elvis Presley doesn't mean black people get to go around. And just because some white people enjoy the artistic value of black culture doesn't mean that they value the other part of black culture, which involves that stuff. Like, you can't be like, oh man, I enjoy rap music, so I can't criticize these black people raw part of black culture, which involves that stuff. Like, you can't be like, oh man, I enjoy know what black fatigue is. Like, Eminem and Elvis Presley doesn't mean black people get to go around, you know, making gangs, dealing drugs, and stealing shit. And just because some white people enjoy the artistic value of black culture doesn't mean that they value the other part of black culture, which involves that stuff. Like, you can't be like, oh man, I enjoy rap music, so I can't criticize these black people robbing a Nike outlet. Where does that?
Yeah, exactly, right? So he used that word, which I don't even feel like I can repeat, but he said it, so I'm just going to say it, right? He said negrophilia, which is like obviously simping for black culture, but you can like parts of certain cultures, but not like parts of others. That's like so obvious, right? Like, you can enjoy Japan while not enjoying the fact that there's a incredibly high rate of celibacy and male loneliness, and also lots of depression and anxiety and stuff. Like, this is not something that you have to enjoy all together. You can separate parts that you like and parts that you don't like. You know, it's not like you. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's stupid.
How does that make sense? Like, what does black artistic culture have to do with crime statistics and black people being annoying out in public? When do I become a threat? Well, if we consult the charts here, it looks about age 5 to 14. Out of 100,000 black people aged 5 to 14, about 5 of them are murderers. Can you believe that? Now, a lot of people just try to make it like, oh man, these people are born this way, you know, this skin color is just like evil, like the symbiote from Spider-Man or something. The moment they turn black, they just become these evil people. And it's like, no, the skin color isn't the one that's causing them to do this. It's cultural factors. They didn't have proper parents, dad's either in jail or just gone, mother's on drugs, something like that, and they don't have proper parents teaching them, hey, this is right and this is wrong. So then their child ends up like this.
Gold. I was born to stay in the hood.
Are you gonna stay in the hood?
I was born to stay in the hood. Yeah, bro, like, where does that come from? I feel like that has to come from the fact that you're just, like, around people who act the same exact way, and that stems from them being around people who act the exact same way. So eventually, when it happens enough, you have a chain reaction that creates this normalization of just bad behavior, which is then sort of fed back to them in the form of media, like certain music that glorifies violence and stuff like that. And it's like, listen, I can enjoy the music without, like, actually agreeing with the lyrics or actually having to, like, you know, like, want to do that. Like, there's some people who they listen to this music because they truly do all that shit, you know? And it's like, I think that's kind of crazy, you know? Like, imagine you're listening to a song about killing and raping women, or you're like driving fast to the song because it gets you so hyped to the thought that you did all that. It's like, that's fucking nuts.
For the rest of your life?
I might.
How you gonna make money?
The government gonna take care of me. All I gotta do is have 8 kids and I'm Gucci. Do you know how much food stamps I can get with 8 kids? The hood is the land of opportunity. I can get a chopped cheese, Chinese food, and Don Julio on the same block.
That's just not funny, bro. Like, we got this little nigga NBA young boy maxing, and you think that's funny? Like,
the child didn't pay for that. I didn't charge him for it.
What you talking about?
The thing in his hand, I didn't charge him for it.
Gotta steal a motherfucking thing about this motherfucker.
No, you gotta come back. He gotta come back here and pay for it, or you gotta come back. No, he gotta pay for it. No, yeah. Yeah. No. Give me. No. Give me. Yeah. No. Give me.
Ma'am, your line was, sorry about that, sir. Son, please give the man his merchandise back.
Yeah, this is like the issue is, like, I feel like in every single one of these videos, there's always an escalation by the person who's so clearly in the wrong. Why would she ever escalate? Why is it so hard to just say, oh, I think there's a misunderstanding. I don't think my baby stole, but if you believe that's true, maybe we can sort this out, right? Instead of even, like, getting slightly defensive, which maybe is understandable, right? Maybe you have a negative reaction to this. Maybe you don't feel good getting confronted, whether you did something or not. Nobody maybe would, right? But to then go and immediately escalate, to immediately get aggressive, to start yelling and to start saying that this person's lying and to insinuate that he's trying to fucking hurt your baby. Why can't you ever cool down and like let's tackle this logically. Let's tackle this reasonably. In all the videos, it's like the same thing. And it feels to me like when you're upset about seeing this, you're perfectly in the right and justified in being upset. I don't think you should ever be called racist for looking at this and thinking that this is really an immature and inappropriate way to deal with conflict resolution.
Touch my baby.
No, give me that.
Him.
Yeah.
Don't touch him.
No, give me that.
Don't touch my baby.
Give me.
back up. Like, it's literally like, how did we go from, I think there's a misunderstanding, like, I think your kid has something that he didn't pay for, to, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight now. This took 30 seconds. Why are you fighting? Just don't. Is this crazy? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I feel like it's like, guys, you don't have to fight each other over some cheap merchandise. It's probably a misunderstanding. Why?
That I'm gonna call the police right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Give me that. Give me now.
This was literally the perfect time to teach your child not to steal. Instead, you taught your child the exact opposite.
Boy's first robbery? Yeah, like, you have to understand then it's like, well, okay, this is part of the problem. Like, if the mom is gonna basically allow for her child to steal little cars, when the mom isn't around, he's going to assume it's okay as well, as long as he can get out of the store without, encountering some sort of physical violence and stuff. So then he's going to go on to slowly be doing like the drip feeding equivalent of stealing small items, then slowly go further and further until eventually it's like, robbing somebody, gunpoint with a gas station for, whatever's in the register. And it's like, that's just not good. Like, you failed as a person, you failed as a mother, and now you're on Instagram.
Man, when your child goes to jail, oh my God, no, he was such a sweet child. Please, no, he ain't done nothing wrong. Yeah, they're gonna end up.
Bro, what?
Like this, grabbing.
Look at this.
Nothing wrong.
So he's playing the drums. He's some sort of street performer. And he just instinctually chokes him. Where did you learn this from?
Yeah.
Who did he learn this from? I don't understand. That you're so young. Like, does he even know what black culture is, and he's still doing this?
They're gonna end up.
That's not good. It's like again, like, this has to come from like just a total disorder in the household. There's just no other way that this happens. Like, someone said, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
Like this, grabbing people by the throat, because this is what they learn at home. This is either what they learn at home or this is what they learn at in the streets, and they go to the streets because they have nothing going on at home. I've just never seen a white, Mexican, Asian, Native American, Middle Eastern child grab a grown man by its throat screaming at him.
Gotta feed him. You gotta stop and you gotta feed him. Because one thing about me, when I'm hungry, he gonna make sure you eat. You gotta eat.
I don't give a fuck if this guy is just TikTok rage baiting by actually paying for the food and making it look like he just grabbed it off the shelves to feed himself and his family. This is so bad for your child's brain, even if it's faked. Your children are too young to understand what money is, trading money for food. They just think, oh, I'm just getting food, and this area is the place where I need to eat. So
it is pretty crazy to think about how many people, like millions of people, are so schizo about having children because they don't want to mess them up. They don't want to raise them in a household where they'll grow up to be upset, depressed, anxious. Like, they don't want their kid to be a fuck up. They don't want their kid to be unsuccessful or unhappy or whatever. And so they don't have kids because they think they would produce that outcome. Meanwhile, literally just like the worst, just like the most idiotic, unequipped people are making the most children. This is 2 boys, 2 girls, and they're eating ice cream cones with like shitloads of added sugar for like their growing children in the middle of the floor of a supermarket. Like, it's insane to me to think that these people are the ones having the most kids. Like, the dumbest people who are not meant to have children are having the most children. Meanwhile, like, you have super rich people. They got like they got 1 kid. Kid's a single child, only child. That blows my mind. It's so backwards, There's people who, they overthink it. Honestly, it's not that hard, all things considered, to raise a child, right? You just have to not, it's not really, you have to do all this right. You just have to not do certain things. This would be on that list.
They're just gonna grow up to grab shit off the shelves and eat anyways, even if you faked it. You're gonna have to go put effort into your child, into having them unlearn this kind of behavior. And it's not all black people that defend their people's actions. Some of them actually are starting to turn on them.
I carry around a Glock. You think it's for white people? No. I carry that bitch around for my own kind. You want to know why? Because some white guy ain't gonna look at a 6 foot fucking 200+ pound black dude with dreads and think, he got some nice shoes on. Let me go get that up off of.
He's right, but unfortunately his own people demoralize him for this and call him something like an Uncle Tom. I bet the CIA is looking at the black community destroy themselves like, damn, they're doing better than we did. Oh my god, they're waking up. This one's just a skip, but the attitude of the message is still the same, that he's tired of black people.
Yeah, what's going on with them blaming the CIA for like performing psyops and trying to like infiltrate their culture and thinking that the reason things are so bad is because the CIA? It's like literally zero accountability. Like, dude, I don't think the CIA is what's causing like literally the most degenerate rap artists like fucking DaBaby to go #1. The CIA doesn't have that many people to stream that music, right? There's real people who like this shit, right? And you know, some of that can be, I would say, given to the sonic, you know, the sonically pleasing aspect of the music, like that it just sounds good, disregarding the lyrics and the content. And that's what people do for most of the time when they're listening to music. I understand that, but at a certain point, you have to notice like the common theme, like the over and over again about fucking, you know, there's violence and whatever. It's like, I get it. Like I ignore that shit, you know, when I'm, you know, either drinking or, you know, I'm just trying to have a good time and you put on some music. Like Drake is one of my favorite artists. I love Drake. He's great. But it's like when you keep saying the CIA is doing certain things, it's like, no, I think that it's not, because you look at the community and it's like, dude, they're doing it to themselves, like that lady said.
People acting dangerous.
Yeah, all right, Josh, wait till we get outside. We get outside, I'm gonna knock you. I called the cops. The white ones.
I'm so glad that black people are coming out and speaking about this issue in their own community, because if you tried pointing this out as a non-black person, you're just automatically labeled a racist and forgotten about. Like, your argument just isn't even, like, people just tune it out. But when a black person talks about it, it's actually listened to.
Don't touch us, ma'am. Don't touch us. Don't touch us, ma'am. Don't touch me, my kids. We gotta go. Ma'am, don't touch us. Move, ma'am.
Holy shit, this is the first time I've actually seen somebody rob a Burlington coat factory with a gun.
My kids gotta go to school. I gotta do what I gotta do for my
This mother has her son stealing school clothes with her SMH.
kids.
You gotta do what you gotta do for your kids, so you steal brand new clothes from Burlington Coat Factory. Why are you not at Goodwill? If she was stealing from a Goodwill, I could understand that somewhat.
Hey, you better go on. Go get that in the car. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, for the kids. I don't know what this is, but this...
Yeah, man. Like, at the end of the day, there's just no way you can look at this and think this is, like, because you have to. Like, that's always the most extreme argument. I feel like a lot of politics is just bringing up extremes to strawman what people actually believe in order to make it sound like whatever position you're against is, like, the most unreasonable thing ever, right? A lot of people that are pro-abortion do this, and they'll just say, like, so what if you had a 5-year-old who got raped and got pregnant? Would you support abortion? Then it's like, yeah, obviously, you know, I'm not gonna let a fucking 5-year-old get raped and then have a kid. That's not happening, right? So they always have to use these extreme examples to get their point across. In this case, it's like, you're not gonna let this mother have clothes on her kids, and they're gonna be cold, and they're gonna get frostbite, and then their fingers are gonna turn, like, literally unusable and rock and frigid, and they have to fucking cut their fingers off because of frostbite. Like, that's not what's happening at all, you know? It's super frustrating. That's how this goes.
Does not look like
this is what the dialogue is.
It's for teenage boys.
Thank you, ma'am.
Also, shout out to the other black lady trying to prevent her from stealing. She probably understands that this indirectly makes her look bad that one of her kind is stealing from the store and is trying to stop that. Either that or she just knows that stealing is inherently wrong and it isn't supporting, like, yeah, queen, you go get your shit. Yeah, you deserve it. Yeah.
Excuse me, do you have a boyfriend? How? Hey, no. Hey!
Just immediately gets violent. Like, it was obvious he was joking. This is not normal behavior. Like, immediately her first response is violence. Like, you can see her calculating it in her head and going through the steps and immediately coming to the step of violence.
Yo, chill out, bro. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. It's a joke. Chill out. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Bro, she is still chasing him.
It's a joke!
What is this guy doing?
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
What?
Like, you're just running past somebody and he tries to make you flinch? Like, that is so annoying, bro. Like, does the cameraman know this guy, or is this just some random guy that just raised his arm against somebody?
It's a joke! I asked her the stupid shit. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Some companies are actually starting to stand up to the black fatigue, like Carnival Cruise. Carnival Cruise is a cruise ship that somehow got overran by ghetto people.
I don't know what's going on with this. Can someone explain this to me? I've never been on a cruise in my life, and I've thought about going on them. They seem like kind of fun. You know, they've got like the dance floor, they got great food. There's all these like shuffleboard and little activities you can do. You can just sit out in the sun. They got like little mini casinos in there, little blackjack tables. They've got everything, you know. They've got bars, clubs. They're huge boats, and I've thought about going on them, but it's like I don't understand. And it's not like it's a bad thing. This is actually like a stereotype that I don't think is bad at all. Black people, I feel like they love these cruises. I think it's cool, right? Like I think it's cool. I've never been on one, but like, why do they love it so much? Maybe it's for a good reason. I don't know. I've never been on one. Maybe I have to go.
Anyways, this Carnival had changed the rules,
Can't knock it
and
till
a
you
lot
try
of
it, sort
black
of
people
thing.
felt like these rule changes were targeting them, and they probably were. These rule changes included stuff like no marijuana allowed on board.
Oh, well, I mean, that's obvious. Like yeah.
New rules and regulations from Carnival, I can guarantee you, they're about to F around and find out real soon.
A Bluetooth speaker ban.
Oh. Okay, that's definitely targeted. Guests may no longer play their own music in public areas. Carnival says the rule is for comfort, but many see racial bias in enforcement. Wait, what? Oh, because like what? Like Puerto Ricans and black people play loud music or something? And I say this as someone who's ethnically Puerto Rican. I don't know what's going on with that, guys. I'll try to talk to the council. Drink package enforcement, the 15 drink daily limit. Damn, they cutting y'all off, huh? Reduced music genre options. Though not officially banned, hip-hop and rap appear to be quietly removed from many ship playlists. Okay, well, I guess I can see why they would do that. Maybe that's just because pop music is more popular and, you know, wider appeal sort of stuff.
And guests may no longer play their own music in public areas. Carnival says the rule is for comfort, but many may see racial bias in enforcement. Mom, can we leave the cruise now? The blacks took out their Bluetooth speaker. A drink package enforcement.
That's insane. What the fuck? Bro, this guy just sneaks in the fucking smoke chirp anywhere. This is not even like, this is outdoors.
Reduced.
This is so gross.
Music genre options. Though not officially banned, hip-hop and rap appear to be quietly removed from many ships' playlists. DJs also reportedly decline guest requests now.
Energizer does not take any requests. Do not approach Energizer. Dancing is highly suggested.
And it seems like the normal black people actually saw this kind of coming.
They sick of y'all. And before y'all get on here talking about some, oh, they racist, they hate black people. No, they hate niggas. That's what they hate. I hate them too.
Carnival was built to be the fun ship, not a rowdy ship, not the lit turn up crew, the club,
the fightings, like the behaviors. Like I don't understand it because when you saying turn, I'm thinking about the ghetto-ness, the rowdy people.
And then of course there was the people who acted like this was an attack on their culture, which in all fairness, it technically is because your culture fucking sucks.
Carnival does not have to worry about me. They do not have to worry about me. We got the message.
Yo, stop with the fucking smoke chirp.
Yeah, honey, you're not fooling anybody with the soft piano music in the background. Like, you can't have soft piano music in the background and then show this.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I also think like the shoving and pushing when you're on the line to get like buffet is like, that also sucks. That's pretty bad. When there's like an all-you-can-eat buffet and you got people like fucking pushing each other to get online, like fucking tackling each other. Like this happens at like Golden Corral and stuff too.
Let's do an update.
Okay.
Let's see how Carnival Cruise Line is doing now that they've allegedly, implemented these new rules. Because there was a lot of people in the comments saying, I can't wait to cruise Carnival now. Black fatigue. Let me show y'all a video I seen from somebody who's currently on Carnival Cruise Line right now.
No, just stop. He's done. Move. No, he needs to stop. He needs to stop. Remove him.
Wow, so now that ghetto black people no longer board the boat, you are finally able to see the one white guy that was misbehaving. Congratulations. Why do these people do this? Like, instead of taking accountability, yes, black ghetto people were making fights on the boat.
Good.
They're instead like, oh, you might have seen millions of black people acting up, But have you seen this one video of a white person doing the same thing? And at least he wasn't resisting arrest.
This is like when, you know, there's a misunderstanding of per capita. You know, it's like, yeah, group A does this thing more on average. And then a person from group A says, well, here's a video of group B doing the thing you said that we do more. It's like, well, yeah, I said you do it more. Not that we don't do it at all. You know, it's like so stupid.
And went out with his dignity.
Yeah.
White people will call Carnival Cruise ghetto,
okay,
but then call this a good time.
What is this?
Wow. Everybody just enjoying each other and having a good time. No baboon noise. Okay. But like literally, like there's a time and place for everything.
Chill.
People singing along to a song at a festival. Like, what is wrong with that?
I will say this is kind of like, I would not be here, dude. This looks disgusting.
Compare that to this. So we have black people at an airport or some kind of cruise port or something like that with a Bluetooth speaker, and they're literally
like, again, but this is another example of like the issue is that this is doing the same exact thing that the person who showed the video of the white guy getting kicked off the cruise is doing, right? They're saying that, oh, white people did the gross thing too. It's like, okay, well, what if they're just both gross, you know?
Good time.
Like, I feel like that's silly.
Wow. Everybody just
yeah, anyway.
Enjoying each other and having a good time. No baboon noise. Okay. But like literally, like there's a time and place for everything. People singing along to a song at a festival. Like, what is wrong with that? Compare that to this. So we have black people at an airport or some kind of cruise port or something like that with a Bluetooth speaker, and they're literally forming a crowd dancing where people are trying to walk. Like, not only are they just dancing in the middle of where everybody's trying to walk, but they're like moving around while doing the dance. Like, they can't just stand still and dance, but no, they have to move around too and get in everybody's way. It reminds me of that one video where Bottom G was like dancing in the front of that guy that's trying to walk on the stairs. Here's them breaking out into song at a restaurant in Paris.
Oh, boy.
Like, imagine saving up for a family vacation and eating at a nice Paris cuisine, and then having to listen to this while you're trying to enjoy your meal.
Oh, man.
I guess this is the consequence of niggas in Paris. We got a twerking at a graduation ceremony.
Yeah, bro. Okay, like let's just be honest. Twerking actually just foul, not attractive, very weird, overdone, super sexual and ghetto, and just truly inappropriate. But so over. Like, why are you twerking at a fucking? That's what strippers do. Dirty skanks on poles shake ass like that. You just got a fucking degree, and this is how you're celebrating? It's gross.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. This looks like they're at some kind of karaoke where, you know, singing happens. But goddamn, are they being so loud? Like, I thought karaoke was supposed to be for the one person whose turn it was.
I mean, nah, that's not true. He doesn't. Okay, no, this one's fine.
Not the entire
This
group.
one's fine.
And then
This
compare
is
that to white people at a festival. This reminds me of that one TikTok where black people were pretending to be white on a hiking trip, and all they were doing was being
nice.
overly polite.
Yeah.
Also, have you ever noticed that some of these people have some kind of entitlement attitude? This chick just walked out in front of traffic and then starts arguing with the driver. And I'm glad the driver didn't
Why? How do you get this fucking large? Like, actually.
hit her, not for her sake, but the damage she would have done to the car if the driver had hit her would have been abysmal. And then check this, she goes up to the car and kicks it. I would have been like, bitch, if you don't get your 300-pound ass off my car, like, get this. The average female white-tailed deer weighs 100 pounds. If you hit this woman, you would have done way more damage than if you hit a deer. POV, a random family tries to bully you out of your cabana that you paid for.
Yes, who you calling random people? You are random. I don't know you.
This lady doesn't even know what the word random means. Like, she had to be explained a word that I learned when I was in the 1st grade. Isn't this exactly what that Carmelo Anthony guy did? Where he went to some track meets tent, went in there, and when he was told to leave, he just stabbed somebody, allegedly. I'm still waiting to see how that case is gonna turn out.
What?
Open the door.
All right, put that down.
Okay.
Shoplifter threatens to call police on security officer for doing his job. Oh, man. That's why dude, when I go to CVS and everything is locked up and you have to click a button to get somebody to unlock it for you, like, I see videos like this of somebody shoplifting from CVS and it's like, damn, this is really why. Like, we can't have nice things anymore. Do you remember when shit used to be on the shelf? Like, you could just go to a store, it would be on the shelf, you could pick it up, inspect it, smell it, you could you do whatever you want with it. But the expectation was that because we live in a high trust society, you wouldn't steal it. You would pay for it. And we just don't have that anymore. And it sucks. I don't like it. I really don't. It makes me sad. It does make me sad that like everything is like behind bars and fucking you have to call someone and then it doesn't work. So you got to press it again. And there's like an awkward thing where they're like, you want this? You want this? And then you feel like you're on like a fucking timer so that you don't want to decide, you don't want to take too long to decide what you want while that person's there. It's just terrible for everybody.
You go ahead, put it over there.
You have activated our inventory control. Don't touch me. You don't have the right to touch me. Don't knock on my kids.
Throw your kids away. Go call them. Call them. Call them.
You can't touch me though.
Call them then.
She really threatened to call the police while she's stealing. Like the lack of accountability, the lack of self-awareness, and the audacity. Where do these people get their confidence from?
Go ahead, call them.
Whoa.
Like, it's all fun and games for them. Like, they're laughing. Like, I think I even heard the security guard laughing with them. And funny enough, a friend of mine actually recently sent me an Instagram reel of a group of kids doing the exact same shit. Yes, please call your mother so she can come here and have it easier for the police to...
And you've got this kid with a creeper robe on. He's wearing a fucking creeper robe.
Arrest her.
Like, so much hope. Like, he's a fucking Minecraft kid. Like, I was a Minecraft kid. And he's got that shit on. Like, he's got the creeper robe on. It looks cool. I think it looks drippy. I just don't like that you're stealing, man. Just put it back, dude.
Neglecting you. I don't even know what they said. Like, was that actually English?
Open up this door before we break this bitch. Break it, go ahead. I'm finna break something up in this bitch. On God, I'm finna. You guys must be dumb. I would like that fight with y'all. Do not play with them.
And then when this store closes down and moves to a better neighborhood, they're gonna say it's racist, right? Wow, what a nice man. It looks like he's feeding the homeless and the impoverished.
What the hell? Wait, that looks good as fuck.
How could this ever go wrong?
Damn, bro, that looks so good. Like a pizza the exact size of the plate. Damn, that looks yummy.
Ranch?
Honey ranch?
Wow, he even said,
I haven't
please.
tried that.
What a polite fellow.
A little too much
go.
ranch.
Would you like a
low-key.
drink? Yes. See, guys, that's what we deal with around here. Sometimes people are super disrespectful.
The fact that this guy wasn't even surprised and just was kind of expecting it is honestly really sad.
What the fuck, man?
No, guys, actually, it's okay. He's actually a black Israelite, and the backpack was promised to him 3,000 years ago.
If I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in
Yo,
him.
stop with this smoke chirp.
Ooh.
Wait, what did she say?
See a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him. Ooh. Something in him is weak.
No, actually, she's right. It takes a very, very strong man to deal with this in a relationship.
Okay.
Yep.
It takes one to know. Are you? Oh my God.
Don't forget this one, too.
Hey, hold on real quick. What's your switch talking about?
See, he better, don't make me up on your head on it.
No, you're
Playing with imaginary guns. That's how they're bonding. You know, I like flirted with a girl not too long ago and I figured out we both watched Severance. I asked her what she thought of the show and she gave me her feedback. And I look at how these two are flirting. It's not quite the same, is it? There's a bit of a... Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, did you enjoy the show? Like, what do you think about the writing? You know, the writing, I thought it was excellent. And she was like, yeah, it was great. You know, we're having a conversation. Meanwhile, out there, there's another life where it's like, I go up to a girl and I'm just like, and that's how that's like a mating call almost. It's like, oh, nice gun sounds. Let's go have 17 kids. Wow, your choppa sounded great. Let's go make 20 children that you can't raise.
It takes a very mentally strong person to deal with that almost 24.
Isn't it crazy how 13% responsible for 50% upgraded? Upgraded to 13% responsible for 60%. Wouldn't that be a downgrade? Wouldn't that be like worse? Bro said it was an improvement.
7 in your daily life if you're gonna have a partner like this. While I was editing this video, these kids from earlier, their older sister actually saw that they went viral, and they made a new video addressing the people that were talking about them in the comments.
What y'all got to say to them? Okay, so please, can people stop saying they mama poor, they can't afford food, our mama can't afford food.
And second of all,
we fully dressed, we got more money than you, bitch.
Well, it looks like your mom is doing the bare minimum since you're wearing the same clothes that you were wearing weeks ago, and you also have raggedy ass haircuts, and you were out at night with no supervision. So obviously nobody was watching your asses.
And that was not food inside the bag, that was snacks and toys.
And if it was, yeah, that's what y'all like the fuck.
No, she actually...
Do you guys think that in this household that they're from, when they walk back home with stolen goods, their mom like fucking daps them up and gives them a big hug? Like, I knew my son wouldn't get caught. That's my son. I bet you even told them that you'd call the police. Good work. It's like, Jesus, bro, it's fucked up, man. There's got to be some positive reinforcement, right? Because if you're a mom, right, and you see all these like random trinkets spawning in your house from your children, you have to think that they came from somewhere. And at a certain point, it's either you know and you don't care, or you know and you're like happy and you're celebrating it, you know? Like, because they keep doing it.
Said that perfectly. That was actually really articulate of her. Yeah, and if it was, yeah, no, yo, the fuck. I couldn't have said it better. Ma'am, this is a first world country. You're supposed to say, excuse me, and if you bump into somebody, you say sorry. Even Unc over here is flabbergasted. Like, what's her problem? I just want to end this video.
It's like that video of the black kid who said he wants to have a baby mama, be on welfare, and the government take care of him when he grows up. Yeah, that video was in this video earlier, so probably fake, but...
Saying that
probably
these are just examples that I've seen across the internet, and it's really not that hard to come across this kind of stuff. This isn't even everything. This isn't everything that I wanted to show, but unfortunately I can't be showing fights, shootings, hit and run with cars on YouTube.
She did this? Look at this fucking car. Bro, what?
Oh, and smoking crack. I can't show that either on YouTube. Smoking crack in a Popeyes. I came across a video where a guy was doing that, and I was like, nah, let's not add that one. Let's not risk it. Yeah. I'm not racist. I love black people. I don't like the ghetto people. And it just so happens to be that a lot of the ghetto people are black. But before we end the video, I want to run some clips that just didn't really fit in the video, but I still wanted to include them.
Y'all gotta work with me. I got one broke thumb, so I really can't.
But my mommy don't got a car.
You just told 121 people my business.
All right, bro.
Okay, she doesn't have a car. That's no problem. You know, I see cars nowadays as a luxury that, you know, not everybody's going to have a car, but man, the smoke detector.
It's every time, man.
I'll be honest with you guys. I was editing smoke detector beeps throughout this entire video. This one I didn't do.
I'm serious.
Mystery alien spacecraft could launch attack on Earth in November, says new study. Here is our scientists in the field right now.
Let's see it.
That ain't no street light, bro. That's a UFO.
Are we serious?
This a street light right here.
Really, bro? Oh my God. We're not in reality, man.
The hood gets LED street lights for the first time. Dear God, please let that be fake. Please let that just be some prop that they put in there just for like attention on the internet. Please, that is so disgusting.
Because I get 3 canned food stamps, so what? I get all kind of snacks while I'm sitting here chilling or whatever, paying no bills. No bills. I'm on government assistance. My son back there with his snap.
That's a grown-ass man, ma'am. What is his excuse? Get a job, nigga.
Based. Giving that one a like. Crazy, man. The smoke alarm on every clip is frying me. The hood is the land of opportunity. The safest business venture in Chicago is running a bookstore. You better be selling books there, man. Anyway, yeah, that's the video. Listen, obviously it's a controversial topic, but I don't think he was wrong about anything. I mean, like, you know, when you highlight certain things, and these things are common in groups, you can criticize the group for making that thing common, right? Anyway, thanks for watching.